Guys, what's happening? It's that time again where I've been sent out something else to review, show you guys, let you know what I think of it. If you have watched me videos previously, you'll know that I've had two of these anyways, and they're really good for the price. They're fantastic, in fact. Obviously, the quality isn't going to be as good as, say, a £500 or £1,000 projector, but that's why these are only £100. A good thing, I've been sent out with discount codes, so by the end of the video, if you are interested in one of these, you can check the discount code in the bottom, and if you've got Amazon Prime, you should get it next day. This has been made by the people at DBPower, and the usual thing that I do is show you around the box, show you inside the box and set it up. But unfortunately on this box there isn't really much to show. You've got on the front which says LED light source smart projector, and if I flip it over it says exactly the same on there. On the left hand side you've got made in China, and on the right hand side you've just got your barcode. A thing that I do like is the little carry handle, so if you wanted to take it to somebody's house you could just put it back in the box and use this to carry it around rather than carrying a projector with wires all over. So we're going to have a little look inside. All you want to do is pull this forward and lift this up, and then lift that up and slide this out. We'll move the box to the side and we'll take the lid off. So inside, what we got here, we've just got, as you'll have noticed there, I paused the video, reason being I just wanted a quick look through this and read through this because I didn't want to waste any time. It's basically saying if you want the best picture quality to use it in a dark room, it's saying if you want to connect it by a smartphone or an iPad or anything, use the data cable provided. It's saying your image quality, if it's not as good, you can adjust it by the picture or the brightness. And it's in the fan, if you think it's noisy, it's a lot quieter than loads that are on the market. This one says it's 32 decibels. It's telling you not to drop it because you can break the liquid inside the lens. And it's saying keep it well ventilated, don't have it anywhere where it's not being able to breathe. You've got a user manual, which is huge, but that's due to different languages. You've got English, German, French, Spanish and Italian. So if you're not familiar with a projector, have a little look through there. It says you also get a free 8GB USB memory stick, so if you want to get in touch with them, if you do buy one, they'll send you one out. And this is your warranty card in case you've got any issues, problems or whatever, you can get in contact with them, and it says it'll normally take roughly 12 hours. Inside the box you've got an infrared remote, and you've got your up, down, actually I'll take it out. You get no batteries, as you never do, you never get any batteries with anything. But it just takes AAA batteries, as you can see on the back. And you've just got your usual buttons, up, down, left, right, OK, back button, there for your volumes, to mute, your menu, power on, and that must be to change from, like, say, USB to whatever else you've got plugged in, memory card or whatnot. There's your little power cable with a 3-pin, and there is the end of it, if you can see that. And also inside the box, we've got an HDMI lead, which is always nice to have. We've got the phono to the 3.5mm jack. And if I can get this out, it's a bit tight to get this. Oh, there's something else. That is just to adjust the height. When you put that down, you put it in here and you can adjust the level. I'll get this out. Which way is this coming out? Front ways, it's coming out front ways. Take that off. It's nice and shiny. Is there anything else? How does that come off? Does that just pop off? It does, that just pops off. That should come out. If I, you see there, it's coming out and it's going back in. But I suggest if you're not using it, always keep that on because you don't want to scratch the lens, get the lens dirty or anything. So looking around this, it looks like we've got the infrared on the front, and we should have one on the back as well, which we'll have, just depending where you're using it. You've got VGA, so that's obviously for a computer. You've got 2 USBs and this one for an MMC memory card. You've got AV, you've got phono for some earphones, and you've got your HD for your HDMI. On this side is to power it. We've already been on the front, I've shown you that. You've got the lens. We'll come to the top in a minute. You've got a couple of little vents down here, and this is just telling you the power outage and what it is, mini projector, and it's a T2 model. That's everything. So onto the top. So I don't know how well you're going to see these, but that's an M button, maybe it's for menu or memory. That one's the back button, S, power, up, down, left and right, and the OK button. Oh, these are clicky buttons. I wasn't sure if they would be soft touch or what. And we've got a little light here, which I'm guessing changes colour. You've got a nice gloss finish here, which will attract fingerprints, but it's going to be a lot better than black ones. And it says here, caution, do not look into the lens, because obviously it's really bright and it's not recommended. So that's everything. We've had a little look round. Oh, no I haven't. One last thing, that should just screw in the bottom. Be as fast as I can. How far does it go in? That goes in pretty far, goes in pretty much all the way. But if you want to adjust this, just do that. We'll put it about there, and that'll give it a little bit. If I can move this round, you can see there, that gives it a little bit of height. So depending on where you're using it, you might want to actually use this. So now I'm going to go and set it up and see what it's all about. There we have it, I'm all set up. As you can see, I've got the projector on the floor on a few books, and I've got a 1 TB hard drive plugged into it. Up here on my tripod, I've got my Aeodyne projector, and I've got the same file playing on both, which is The Lion King. I'm just going to show you the picture quality, how it fares. I'll turn the light off and you can see the difference. That's obviously with the light on, and that's with the light off. If we get a little bit closer, I'll be able to show you better what I think of it. The bottom one seems really bright and the top one seems really dark, but the top one has more colour than the bottom one. The way you can tell is if you look on the bird's feather here, it's really bright and it's really dark up here, but it's got lots of colour here and it hasn't got so much here. If you look at Jafar, you cannot really see all the detail on him as in his face, but down here you can, it really stands out. So like I say, that's the picture quality. I knew the top one anyways, the Aeodyne was a dark projector, and this one, I don't know if it's too bright or it's just a little bit bright, but that's what the picture quality looks like on the both. If you bear with us a second, I'm just going to put the big projector, or the bottom one I should say, on a bigger screen so you've got a better view. And the last part of the video, I've got the projector on its own now and it's on the wall. I've got it on an iron board, but you can put it on whatever you want. I did mention I've got the 1 TB hard drive plugged into it, and the way you want to plug that in is on the left hand side. The one on the right hand side is for your phone or something like that. The screen is pretty much as big as I can get it. The way you can tell is the lens is pretty much all the way in. When it's all the way out, that's obviously the closer to the wall you get. I think this is roughly about 110 inch at the moment, and I think it maxes out about 120. There's the remote. I've put some batteries in it, and I'm going to turn the light off. And I'm going to get a little bit closer so I can show you a few of the settings inside here. Just make sure I'm focused and I'm out the way of the light. That's not really very well focused. There, that's a bit better. As you can see on the main menu, you've got movies, you've got music, you've got photo, and you've got text. Down here you've got source for obviously whatever you're using, your AV, your PC, your HDMI, if you're using a tablet or whatever. And if we come down to this one, the settings, you've got picture mode. If you go inside picture mode, you've got user, you've got standard, movie, and dynamic. Once you're in user, you can change the contrast, the brightness, the color, and the sharp. That's the way I've got it set up. So if you do get one of these, I'd recommend you to set it up that way, but you can set it up however you want. I've pressed the wrong button there, haven't I? Let's go back into there. Projector mode is depending if you've got it hanging from a ceiling upside down. You can change it so it'll flip the picture. You've got color temperature, so you've got cool, warm, and aspect ratio changes it from 4:3 to 16:9. Obviously the 16:9 is 16 going across and 9 going up. You've got noise reduction, and if you press right, you've got an EQ, and you've got surround sound. If you press right again, you can set the clock, so you can have an automatic shutdown or a sleep timer, whatever you wish to use. You've got your OSD, which is your on-screen display for your language, whatever you want to set that to. And down here, you've got a software update via USB and your factory reset. So if I go back, I'm back to the main menu. If you've got any questions or queries or want to know anything, just drop us a message, and as always, I'll get back to you. Thank you for watching.